Yo, what's going on, everyone? It's your boy Ben, and today I'm back with another banger of video. Guys, I'm going to be continuing my NFL 32 team series, analyzing slash just going into depth about an NFL team season and, looking at the future aspects of when it comes to, their draft pick, obviously free agency, just giving you guys a little bit of all that. The team that we're going to analyze and go into depth about today is none other than the Arizona Cardinals. And yes, they had a 4-13 season. This was their first season with head coach Jonathan Gannon. And honestly, I'll get into him in a little bit, but it was a little bit surprising. I think it went better than expected. You might be thinking, 4 wins?
Oh, just take it easy, man.
I know we all had an idea or maybe, a season prediction for them before the season started, thinking that they were going to be #1 overall pick for sure. The worst team in the league. No doubt about that. I've seen a lot of people talking about that. And yes, they didn't do that much good, but they didn't do a lot better, but hear me out. They beat 3 playoff teams. The Cowboys, frauds. Eagles, frauds. Steelers, frauds. Yes, I guess they were all frauds in the playoffs at the end of the day. But still, big accomplishment for them. I think the other team was the Falcons, if I'm correct. And like I was saying a little bit earlier, Jonathan Gannon, they hired him, and his first season, honestly, I like the change. I see it, I feel like he's going to be a great coach for them in the future. I feel like he changed the locker room. A lot of confidence was installed in a lot of the players. And I don't know. To me, I feel like this was a successful season for the Cardinals. And I'll tell you guys why. Obviously, the record doesn't show that, but I'm going to go into depth why. So, first off, they started off with Josh Dobbs as quarterback. And, he was then traded to the Vikings. I think he got benched on the Vikings and everything like that. But towards week 10, I believe, Kyler Murray came back. And when I tell you, I'm a big Kyler Murray fan. He's one of my favorite players in the league. Top 5 for sure. And I'll tell you this, when he came back, he looked pretty good. He looked pretty damn good. Arizona Cardinals fans, I think y'all know this is QB1. And he wasn't there was a lot of talk before the season started. Caleb Williams or Kyler Murray, Caleb Williams or Kyler Murray. And they were like, if we have the #1 pick, obviously go. And I'm pretty sure they still would have went Caleb Williams. But there was a lot of reassurance as soon as y'all saw Kyler Murray play. And as soon as the team saw it, okay, this guy can still ball when healthy. And guess what? He was balling. He was balling, to be honest. He was putting good performances. And I just can't wait to see him next season. A fully healthy season of Kyler Murray. I think he's going to show great levels of improvement. And I'm very excited to see because in the little, 8 weeks, I'm pretty sure he played. He did 8 or 7 weeks. Man, he looked good. Right here we have Kyler Murray throwing a nice little pass to Wilson for a touchdown on 4th and 4. If Murray makes these plays, bro, I'm telling you, the league's in trouble. Good. He looked pretty damn good. And I'm excited to see with him and some good wide receivers. I'll get to that right now. Man, I feel like he can make something happen. A little surprise for the Arizona Cardinals. I will say that I was a big fan of McBride, their tight end. Bro, he was dope as hell, bro. He was good. He was such a good tight end. I could totally see him being a star tight end in the league. I really can. He was making plays out of your mind, bro. Kyler Murray and him were just connecting on different levels. Prime example right here of Murray throwing one to McBride and him making a play. Man, he could be a star in the league. I'm calling it right now. I feel like that's a match that Kyler Murray just straight up loves. And, he's a good target for him, a good receiver. And I feel like, obviously, that's something to look forward to in the future. McBride and how he improves as well. So, overall, their defense wasn't the best. Buda had another great season. Buda Baker, another great season by him. He was named to the Pro Bowl, I think he was. And yeah, another plus season for him. So I will say that. But aside from him, I'm not gonna lie, their defense wasn't that good. It was pretty ass. I'll be honest. Sorry for cussing. I try not to do that much, but it wasn't that good by any means necessary. I feel like they do need to improve at this free agency. Maybe try to see if they could get somebody. I don't know, maybe not just a free agency, maybe draft as well. But they for sure, going into this offseason, they need to find defensive improvements for them. James Conner had a decent season. Their running back, he had a better season for sure than the year before. But I feel like, I feel like they might still try to go in the running back market, see if they can snag a good running back. But who knows? Because there's a lot of good running backs, free agents this season, this offseason, should I say. But yeah, it's going to be a crazy running back offseason for a lot of different running backs going to different teams like Derrick Henry. I think Saquon's going to go to a different team, to be honest. Josh Jacobs might go to a different team. So maybe the Cardinals could snag one of them. But they have the #4 overall pick in this upcoming draft. And I'll tell you guys what, it's kind of a no-brainer. I think they're going to go Marvin Harrison Jr. And I feel like him and Kyler could be a dual threat. It could be something special. Dead ass. It really could. And I'm very hyped to see that. If that does end up happening, obviously, if he doesn't go earlier, I feel like the Cardinals are going to get a true wide receiver one for Kyler Murray, and it's going to be something special. And here's another guy I would want them to pursue in free agency, and that is none other than Tyler Boyd. I feel like he could be fit in that system really well. I think it could be a wide receiver core of obviously wide receiver one being Marvin Harrison Jr., wide receiver two being Tyler Boyd, and wide receiver three, if you want to bring back Hollywood Brown, you could for sure do that. And then their tight end being McBride. Man, that is a perfect offense right there for Kyler Murray to succeed, in my opinion. And if you guys want to have James Conner running back, or you guys want to snag another one, I feel like James Conner could do the trick, and I feel like he will do the trick for them next season. But yeah, that is such a great like offensive core right there. Like, it is amazing, and I feel like that is potentially the route that they could go in. Like I said earlier, I've seen a lot of improvements from Kyler and a lot of different things that I really like seeing, and a lot of tweaks he made. I felt like he was more safe when it came to running with the football. I mean, I know that ACL injury had to like play somewhat of effect in his head, be more safe, the way he like lands and everything like that. But yeah, I don't know. It's just a lot of improvement that I feel like it could translate to next season. And I'm not going to say the Cardinals are obviously going to be in contention from the NFC West, because the Rams and 49ers, it's going to be tough to beat out those two teams. But I will say this, in the next 4 to 5 years, I can for sure see them being threats. If like this rebuild goes, or retool, should I say, goes properly, I can for sure see them being threats. Because I feel like Kyler Murray is the true quarterback one for them in this future that they have with Jonathan Gannon as their head coach. And I feel like Cardinals fans should be excited because they're building up to something that could be truly something special. Deadass. Like, I feel like if rebuilt correctly and retooled correctly more so, this could be something that leads them into the playoffs sooner than later. I'm just going to say that. Because I feel like there's a lot that needs to go right, obviously. But at the end of the day, like I said, I'm a big fan of Jonathan Gannon. In the first year production he kind of got out of the players, out of the locker room, just the culture shift. Oh, man. It went, I feel like Cliff Kingsbury kind of really sunk that culture. But Jonathan Gannon really lifted that shit up. Excuse my language, sorry for cussing again. But he did. He lifted it up. And I feel like it was in the best way possible. I feel like Kyler, really messes with him as a head coach. So that's a good thing. Them having the little, chemistry bond was something that he didn't have with Cliff. But it leads on to positive things for sure. In the upcoming season, I'm not going to say that they're going to be a playoff team because I don't think so. But as long as they keep improving, go from 4 to 6 wins maybe, 4 to 7, I feel like that's a lot of improvement. Get Marvin Harrison in that draft. Maybe get a Tyler Boyd. I don't know if they want to spend for a Michael Pittman, but if possible, that would be even better. But still, I feel like they can make some havoc in the offseason, and I mean positive havoc, obviously. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about the Arizona Cardinals. I'll give you guys a little question of the day. Who do the Cardinals draft? Do they draft Marvin Harrison Jr.? Do they draft somebody else? Just let me know who you think they're going to draft number 4 pick. I feel like it's kind of obvious, but I want to have you guys tell me in the comments below so I can read that. I'll reply to every comment. I always do. Appreciate all the love you guys been showing me recently. We're still going crazy, everything like that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. Other than that, it's been your boy Ben, and I'll catch you guys on the flippity flip, boys.